So I wanted to do a little update on my Honda hood pins. Uh, as you can see, I kind of had a little bit of an incident recently with, the hood not staying on. Just to kind of maybe show a little bit of the aftermath of the repairs that I kind of had to do to it. Quick little story time. I was working on my fiance's Ford Escape and I needed a jump start, and I used this car to jump it with, and I pulled the hood pins on it, put the car in reverse, or pulled the hood pins off, jumped the car, didn't put the hood pins in, drove off, and on my commute, because I only parked the car over to the side. On my commute, I didn't realize it. It's 5:30 in the morning. I'm doing about 70 down the freeway, and the hood comes and flips up and smashes over on the windshield and actually bowed in the roof a little bit. I was a little spooked, not gonna lie. I did have to turn back around because I have about an hour commute, so I wasn't like down the street from anything really. Turned back around, grabbed Big Blue, went off to work. But the repairs and my experience with these hood pins have not been that great. Even though they are $12 hood pins from Amazon, the big mistake was me. Basically, immediately I had to go find a new windshield, and even though the windshield needed to be replaced anyways, even though all of this looked fine, the hood was the actual roof line was bowed in to a point where just slightly, to where like the adhesive that they use to seal the sealant that they use around these frames was not holding enough. So at high speeds, this new windshield would actually bow in a little bit. You can actually, while I was driving, I could actually push the actual windshield out a little bit in order to let in a ton of noise. And also, the windshield screwed, but I don't care. This thing's a beater. But this just, I'm really fortunate because I have extra vehicles. Like if this were to happen to my white truck over there, this thing would be at a body shop right now getting every single detail on it fixed, versus this, I could not really care about the little damage it kind of incurred. So yeah, also since I'm a big DIYer, there were some cracks that kind of happened right here trying to repair this. There's like seam sealer underneath this, like these molding plastics right here, and there are cracks from whenever the roof bowed in. There's cracks that followed almost all halfway up the roof, and those little tiny, like minuscule cracks that you could, unless you're looking for them really hard, will not show up. So I ended up having to go get an $8 tube of like whatever like this roof sealant is for like houses and stuff, and with a caulking gun I cleaned it up, and I kind of did the good old finger smear in these little channels on both sides, and had to find all the little possible cracks and kind of had to follow until that water wouldn't get in. And now it's perfectly sealed up. I'm driving it again. I put another 1,000 miles on it since then, because this did happen like right before Christmas and it was a little scary, but all is good. So I did pay, I think it was $225, $235, something like that for the windshield, and $8 for a tube of, I guess, caulking stuff, whatever roofing adhesive it is. I'll put the link in the description. And for what could be the possible consequences of not putting in your hood pins in your project, or not even project car, whatever, any car, you know. And I'm very fortunate this car does not have sensors, it doesn't have anything crazy like that. So if you do have sensors or something that you might be attached to the windshield, some like the thermostat or whatever, keep that in mind whenever it comes down to whenever you're putting in hood pins and you forget to put them in, or might want to consider getting the latching ones. This car, I was thinking about doing the latching ones, the ones that you kind of slam down, or those little Jeep straps that catch the outside of the hood. Next time, but hopefully I won't have it next time where I do need to use hood pins, unless it is genuinely a true race car. But yeah, that's just my little update warning for people that do get hood pins on their cars. Also, ignore that dent. I did that at a bank. I don't care about this car really. Alright, thanks for my message. Like and subscribe. Take care.